if people in Iran were going through this, everybody was affected. All these online businesses, all the designers, all the artisans were affected living in Iran because of the Instagram ban and internet ban. So why not me? If they're going through it, I can go through it, because we had to just stick together. We had to be one voice.
It's all the more impressive or powerful that you clearly made a decision at some point to pause the regular activity of ALANGOO and to, as I said in the introduction, give that platform over to the cause of the uprising. Tell me about what went into that decision and whether it was a difficult one for you.
No, it was like a no-brainer. I just knew that I had to stop. In a situation like this, you cannot just promote selling things. And I would be surprised if people actually would come to ALANGOO and buy things. I would be like, what? You're buying a piece of jewelry at this point? So I did it with pleasure. It was my duty to do that. It was everyone's duty to do that. But again, at the same time, we are also responsible for the artisans and designers that we present. But if people in Iran were going through this, everybody was affected. All these online businesses, all the designers, all the artisans were affected living in Iran because of the Instagram ban and internet ban. So why not me? If they're going through it, I can go through it, because we had to just stick together. We had to be one voice. But, after some time, after a few months, you realize that you also have to do your job, which is giving voice to those same designers who, Iranian designers who live, all over the world. So we decided to, move on a little with the, regular work that we did. But still, the main focus remains on what's happening in Iran.
I mean, when you say it's obvious, it's not. It is. You're very generous, or I appreciate the integrity behind saying that. But it is a funny thing that I would put sort of online sales folks in the Iranian community in the category of artists and a lot of other people who were expected to change their careers, affect their lives during this period, and still are to a certain extent, whereas, for example, no one's telling an engineer to stop being an engineer, or a dentist to stop being a dentist, or to do all of their work for free because of the uprising. So it does feel like it's a bit of a double standard as to who has to take the responsibility and who doesn't. Were there voices in your life saying, hey, no, this is your career, this is your job, don't do this?
No, first of all, anybody with online presence has to take action. And dentist in his office doesn't have that online, presence to do things. If he does, he has to. And at the same time, certain, like an engineer or a physician, these are things that people need on daily basis, but people don't need to buy jewelry on daily basis. First of all the events were canceled. Nobody was doing anything, obviously. So there was really there was no point to expect people to come and shop from you. It's different from when you offer a service, which I do also offer a service as well to designers. It's complicated, but I decided immediately that this has to stop. And I was also very surprised to see some other online businesses that just didn't care. Yeah. They just moved on, not doing anything, not saying anything. After like maybe a month or two, they decided to just, say something small about it, on the side. And I was not really happy about that.